You fear to commit. Committing to a decision to start exercising, business, get into a relationship. Things sometimes may feel like we would be missing out on so much if we did commit. But on the other hand, we will also be missing out on so much peace and stuff when we finally commit and made a decision. Because I feel like having these open decisions in our minds are making it challenging for us to, live our day-to-day life and actually being productive. So we're gonna talk about commitment, about work, procrastination, proactivity, and we can talk about the relationships as well. I would say the times where I had to make a biggest decision in my life, the toughest time for me to stay productive. I started my YouTube channel right here, super motivated, motivation faded. I stopped uploading for a couple months, again get back to it again, and this happens over and over a couple of times, and I gotta say that this was not because of the commitment, but the commitment helped me get to the point where things just started to look better. What was usually the cause of me stopping somewhere up here was because the commitment wasn't as serious. Every time things just got hard, there was more decisions to be made, school stuff, another projects. I quit on my original decision and started pursuing something else, and I had a couple of these periods where I struggled with this. Recently what changed for me was that I decided to make the commitment more serious. It's more about the mindset, half committing to stuff. Half committing to stuff is what we just talked about, You commit to some certain thing for a certain period, but you aren't committing fully. There is always this kind of doubt. Doubt is in our lives every single day. We don't know whether the decision we made was right. The thing is, we don't want to get into the position where we don't trust ourselves because we question our decisions, but we also don't want to, stuck with a decision that is not going to help us in the long run. How do we go about this and basically avoid these half decisions? First of all, I would probably define what usually limits us from making the decision fully. There is always some kind of fear of missing out on something, not being able to continue pursue something else. But the thing is, you always have a choice. Every commitment you have, unless it's not kids and stuff, things that are sort of for life, isn't actually that big of a deal. Okay, what's the worst case scenario that could happen? You're gonna change your decision, things in your life situation is going to change. The idea behind commitment is setting a time period where we want to commit to this thing. So it could be anything like, for the next 30 days I will exercise every single day, or I will stretch every single day. But we sometimes struggle to make this commitment from time to time because it just feels hard. So how do you actually go about it? How do you, commit to stuff? How do you resolve this issue in your mind? Every time I had any of these big decisions, I usually write, just write my thoughts, pros and cons, anything that pops in my mind. The thing is, this decision can sometimes take a lot of brain capacity from us and make us feel horrible, make us burn out a little bit because, it's tough to constantly think about something. But on the other hand, when you resolve this issue, you feel it is a freeing feeling for us. But every time I struggled with commitment, to something, what worked was just starting and actually committing to that thing. Whatever it was, the issue resolved itself. Again, I thought about the pros and I thought about the cons, so I was not making a stupid decision. So what usually worked for me was just going full in. Whether it was stopping playing video games, quitting video games, or something we don't want to let from our life. It's a big of a commitment, but give it 2 days and you would not even, thought about playing a video game. Every single time I got addicted to something, I decided to quit. Haven't even had a thought about going back in. It even feels boring to actually think about playing video games. Once you commit, things just become easier. You no longer have to think about it. You just go with the flow. You analyze what's working, what's not working. Try to push through the commitment you decided to make, but also in a healthy way. Don't want to be obsessing over some bullshit, We talk about productivity, video games and stuff. What about relationship? This was something I recently had to deal with for myself. I got into a pretty serious relationship, let's just say that. I was not planning on doing that for like the next couple of 5 years or something. On the other hand, the girl I'm with is like amazing, and I would regret if I, you know, let this relationship just go because of this. So the thing is, this was also like sort of a commitment to something, analyzing the pros and cons, you know, like going through stuff that I was questioning in my head. If you think if I'm the right person that supports you, that supports your vision, supports your goals, definitely go for it. Like, but the thing is, you gotta look at your current situation. Is this girl like some kind of pick-me-up girl that you could, I don't know, meet anywhere and you are trying to pursue it? So I would say in that case, yeah, go rather work than, you know, waste time on this stuff. You just have to feel it for yourself. You have to see your view on this situation. I'm glad I was able to talk to you. If you want to support me and see more of these videos, hit that subscribe button right here. Like to support the algorithm to help this video push to as many people as possible. And go check out this video right here where I talked about deep work and how to make the commitment fully work, how to get into the flow state and actually make progress towards the commitments you decided to pursue. As always, good luck and take care.